Okay, we're live. And how do we get rid of that? No, can't get rid of it. Okay, good morning guys. Today we have got a 2015 MacBook Air and it works, but the customer is saying that the fan is spinning really bad. I had the opportunity to witness this, but it probably won't do that, and I still need to fix my syncing issue with OBS to my mixer, but we will get to that. First thing we're going to do is open up this computer. And we use a pentalobe screwdriver, which is proprietary to Apple. However, some other companies have started to use the pentalobe, like HP. We're just removing all the screws. In case you're wondering what that toothbrush is for, it's for cleaning scrubbing stuff, not my teeth. Haven't been posting much videos this month. I've had quite a busy last few weeks with my sister traveling from New Zealand to come and visit to test the waters, as my parents will be coming in July, and I also had my granddaughter's second birthday, which was very cool. I am having a few issues with OBS, but hopefully I can get some help with that from someone. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so this is disgusting already. So we'll get a better view of this. So I can tell already that liquid has been in the system. As you can see, there's some sort of sugary substance on there, and also the vents, the rear vents, are packed with rubbish. So this computer was in fact liquid damaged. And I'm just getting a bin to put all this stuff in, just so we don't lose anything. So we'll try to center this so we can get a nice view I really should mark my desk so I can see this stuff more clearly. We'll get there though. So the first thing we want to do is remove the battery, because the last thing we want to do is short something to ground and blow something up. So we will pull that off. So that there was the connector for the battery. I'm going to try to get this video done as quickly as possible because I am shooting today. Shooting at the range with my bro Callum, the brother Callum. So we take out these screws. You've got 3 long screws, one on each side and then one on the center, and then 2 shorter screws at the bottom of the battery, or the top, whichever orientation you have it. So the battery is always removed so we can see what's underneath it, and we can also see if liquid indicators have hit the battery. I can see some gunk there, and underneath the battery seems to be okay. It definitely doesn't rule out a bad battery though, but we're not getting any swelling on any of the cells. You can see the cells here. That goes in the bin. Then we can check out the other areas of concern. The trackpad area seems to be fine. And that's my phone going off. And it is jobs coming in from Gumtree. Okay, so that particular area seems to be fine. Next thing we do is we take out the cable for the keyboard. Quick inspection to make sure the pins are good. Next thing is the keyboard backlight, which is this little tab here. As you can see, this laptop has definitely had some sort of liquid damage. So we've got the keyboard connector out, as well as the keyboard backlight. Next thing is the connector for the LCD. Then the speaker. Let's flip that up. The DCN ribbon cable. Oh, and look what we've found here. Okay, customer is asking, hello, I was texting you about a MacBook Pro 2015. How long does this take? Where are you located? Kellenvale. Curtis Place. By appointment only. Takes approximately 1 to 2 hours, depending if it needs ultrasonic cleaning. Okay, so I wanted to show you that I have seen some real nasty stuff here. And we've found some rice. So the reason why customers will stick rice in their computers is because they believe that it's going to fix their liquid damaged laptop, which is totally incorrect. I wouldn't suggest putting rice in your computer at all. In your mouth maybe, but not in your computer. It's not going to do nothing. Okay, we flip over the DCN connector and we inspect the connector itself, and it seems to be normal. Next thing is the hard drive. And there's gunk all over this board. Remove the hard drive, and we will quickly inspect the hard drive under the scope. And straight away we've got a problem with the hard drive as well. So this hard drive will need to be either replaced, definitely needs to go through the ultrasonic cleaner. We've got one bad capacitor there. Well, a capacitor that's at the very least, shorted itself to the water, and essentially shorting itself to ground. We've got a 256 gigabyte solid state drive, so that will need to go to the ultrasonic cleaner. The next thing we want to remove is the Wi-Fi card, and this is the airport card, and that's responsible for giving you Wi-Fi. We'll quickly inspect that as well. And that'll need to go through the ultrasonic cleaner as well. We'll take out the fan next. Flip that tab up, that's holding the connector in. And then we can just lift that out. Pull this adhesive back on the, what would you call this, grommet or the rubber thingy. That fan seems to be fine. We'll pull out the DCN power connector, then also your Wi-Fi connector. Sorry, your camera connector. Just like so. So we'll have a look at the DCN board as well. So underneath this plastic part here is a little tab. You want to lift that up, come in underneath the cable itself, and disconnect that. Then come along here and remove this connector here, and that's your speaker. That's your other speaker, which is your left. Like so. Grab your Wi-Fi connector and pull it out of this loop in the bottom here. You may have to loosen the screw here. and then you can pull that out here. And then we've got the DCN connector. So we'll inspect that as well. So there is some rice on here. Doesn't seem to be anything obviously major. This will definitely go through the ultrasonic machine. This DCN board can be causing the issue with the fan. However, I suspect it has so many more problems. So that'll go into the ultrasonic cleaner as well. Then we remove the small screw here, and this is one that a lot of new people will forget, is this screw here. If you don't remove the screw, I've mentioned this before, that you will actually damage the heatsink if it's not removed. So if you try pulling this out without removing that screw, you'll need to get another heatsink, and retail they're about $59. Okay, now we can start taking the rest of the screws out. From the board. If you don't remove all the screws, then you're not able to inspect every single component, and in my opinion, you'd be giving your customers, you won't be giving your customers the service that they deserve, because they are paying you money, and it's not cheap. Okay, so what we do is we put this to the side, and then we inspect the bottom part of the board to see if there's any corrosion. There doesn't seem to be any corrosion here. The LCD connector seems to be healthy as well. Now that we've got the board, we can get some of this gunk off. I do use a vacuum from the suction of the fume extractors, but today we're just going to give it a quick brush off. Don't breathe this stuff in. I have to tell you, it's disgusting doing this. If you breathe this in, you're breathing in somebody else's whatever. And I try to hold my breath when I'm doing this. Residual flux, and we will also just clean this area with a bit of isopropyl alcohol. You always want a clean working space. And then we've got our board. So let's have a look at this board and see what we're working with, what we're dealing with, and how bad it is. Okay, let's start off on the front side, and we'll also remove the let's remove the heatsink, because we're going to have to anyway. This is definitely going into the ultrasonic machine, and I want to get this job done as quickly as possible so I don't hold up my shooting partner, my shooting buddy. Just use a dry towel to get that thermal paste off. There's no better way to do it. Okay, let's have a look at this top side. So just to recap, if you're not sure what these particular areas are, we've got here the LCD connector, the LCD backlight circuit, we've got the Wi-Fi connector, we've got our, I would say our input voltages, our SSD connector, CPU, and some of our other voltages. I can see straight away what's wrong with this, and instead of jumping straight to it, we'll have a look through the whole board. Okay. So first of all, the LCD connector area looks clean. The backlight circuit looks good as well. I know the backlight circuit is working because when I turned it on, we were getting a backlight. Here's some Thunderbolt area we don't worry about too much. Your battery connector. Liquid indicators haven't been hit. That seems normal. This area seems normal as well. And would you look at that? So this is a damaged component, and we'll find out exactly what that is very shortly. And that's happened from liquid. Very easy to replace that component, but I'll show you exactly what it's for. I'm surprised it's actually working because of that. So let's try and look for a schematic. So that's 820.00165. And where's my schematic board view? I'll get my laptop because I know it does have the schematics on it. Okay. And it looks like I don't have that, that one on my computer, so I'll just quickly download it. And that wasn't good. Okay, so let's look for this schematic. So we're looking for an 820000165. It's not here, but we'll use the 2014 version. Then we will get the PDF file, which is the actual schematic. Come on. So if you're just joining us, we're looking at a 820000165. We've found a bad component on the board. I'm pretty sure that's one of the main rails, like a PP Bus G3 Hot, maybe an iSense rail. And extract. Okay, so we've got it. Okay, so it is a computing iSense. So I was right. It doesn't look exactly the same. This is a 2014 version that I'm showing you, but it is in fact one of the main rails. And without it, the computer will not work correctly. So we're going to change that right now. Put this laptop down. Okay, on goes our hot air gun. And we're just going to remove this straight away. grab a donor board. And let's try find one that's exactly the same. Here we go. So we will take that one there, provided it's in good condition, and it looks okay to me. So we'll take the new part off first. And we'll pick one of these nicer ones to take off. Okay, we'll remove the faulty part. And the orientation is the same as these other two. So we want to make sure that our pin 1 is facing down in the same orientation. This is a tantalum capacitor, and when you burn them they smell real bad. Real bad. So we'll add some flux down. And if you don't know why we add flux, is so the solder will flow and run. And if you don't put solder down, then it's going to get all splodgy, and it's just going to turn into a big ball, and it's not going to really do nothing. And if you can't hear my extraction fans working, it's because they're not. I haven't plugged them in. I definitely wouldn't advise you doing that. Lead does kill. We'll wick away some of this stuff here. Not 100% necessary, but I like to do it. And this is what happens when you start getting lazy. Yeah, stuck in a little puddle. So we're going to have to use a hot air gun to remove this. Then we will get our new component. Put some flux down. Make sure some solder is nearby, because we are laying this down flat and we're not using the hot air gun. So that will definitely cause the sensor issue problem that that the customer was experiencing. Okay, so we'll continue to look around this board and see if there's anything else that's causing any issues. I guess we can check to see if there's a short. So let's do that. And it seems to be fine. So we've just got this in beat mode, and we're seeing if we put the probes on each side of the component you're testing, if it's a capacitor and it's beeping, chances are it's bad. Not always the case. I truly believe that that problem is fixed now, and we should not find anything else. But just to make sure, we're going to have a look through the rest of the board. Okay, so this side seems okay. Definitely need to clean. So this sticker here tells us that it's got a 1.6 gigahertz processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and there's a serial number that collates to this customer's board. So fixing a laptop is quite easy if you just open it up and you're able to find visual clues. So I find a lot of visual clues without even looking at schematics. I jump into schematics when I see that there are definite issues that can't be seen visually. But that one was a no-brainer. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this into the ultrasonic cleaner. It's already hot. It's at 65 degrees Celsius. That's the SMC area. It looks fine. Here's your ISL 6259 chip, which is a buck converter. Takes a voltage and turns it into another high voltage into a low voltage. So we found the issue with this laptop, with this logic board here. It wasn't very hard to find. Wasn't very hard to find at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean this up now. It's going to go straight into the ultrasonic cleaner. Then we'll put it into a oven at 110 degrees Celsius for approximately 4 hours. There's already boards inside there from previous jobs that I've been doing this morning. Once that's done, then we'll reassemble it, retest it. But for now, this job is done. If there's anything you've learnt from this, please send me a like. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you'd like me to fix any of your boards, reach out to me through Facebook or through YouTube. Otherwise, you can give me a call, 0405 343351. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.